So what's up, guys? Bryson Michael RC here. Remember at the beginning of the year I told you guys that I was going to be setting up a new studio? Well, I got a room in the house and started setting up my stuff. And this is going to kind of be where I do my World of Drone videos and stuff from now. You can see my Darth Vader here that I usually put my goggles and stuff on. I got a lot of electronic stuff in here. You can see a new build going on right there. I kept the white underneath that I was building drones on. I got a little dry erase board. And what I'm going to start doing is when I'm building drones, when I build drones for people and stuff, like if you send me your parts and want me to build a drone for you, I'm going to do it live. And while I'm doing it, I can write things on the dry erase board with arrows and stuff and explain things to you. I think this is going to be the last build that I do, unless I destroy my drones. But, or unless somebody sends me free ones. Because I've got 3 racing drones now. I need to solely focus on getting good at flying these things. So, because I don't think a channel that has a lot of racing drone stuff is going to be very good unless the pilot is pretty good at it. So I'm going to take a few months focusing on getting good. And I'll show you guys, slowly show you guys progressive videos as they go on and stuff. Got a couple of my toy grade quadcopters up here. My Phantom's right there in the bag. It's got my Fatsharks on it. You can see the Martian here in my chair, my computer, because I just got done doing a little bit of tuning touch-ups on this. There's the QAV180. I took parts out of this because there was something wrong with this. I got a new motor, and it's the same numbers and everything on it, but it had a different cap, so I'm wondering if it was a different motor, and it started messing up it started flying weird as soon as I put the new motor on it. So I've ordered new motors for it. I've got all the parts that are supposed to go inside here, but I took the parts out of there to put it in here to see how this naze board flies. I just took like the ESCs, and I put the ESCs in here because I didn't like those big fat Emax ESCs that I had. In fact, I don't think I'm going to use those. I just ordered some new ESCs. I put this on the bottom just to make it easy access to get off of here whenever the new VTX comes in this week. But I'm going to be gone all week actually, so all the new stuff that's coming in for this week is coming in the mail, and I'm going to be out of town. So I went ahead and slapped all this together that way I could fly this around while I'm gone. And I also tried something new that I think I'm going to be doing for any build that I do for myself from here on out. And the problem that I've been having is while I'm flying, this came with these little metal things that were right inside these holes right there. And I think this one, yeah, that one still has a bolt to it. Every time I went out and flew, I lost one. It broke off, the bolt broke or something. Something happened and it came off. And so I was having trouble keeping legs on this. And so I moved on to these things. They stick on with 3M sticky tape. And they do really good. I don't lose them every time I go out and fly. But every now and then one will come off. They stick pretty good on. But you still lose them every now and then. And I don't want to get a whole bunch of these and have to keep replacing them. So what I ended up doing, and you got to have it off the ground just a little bit, I ended up getting, this is what some extra antennas came in, and you can see how thick that is. And I ended up cutting the foam, and then I wrapped the ESCs in electrical tape all the way down and around that foam. And so now it's got that strong electrical tape. You can see that foam in there. And so not only does it have a soft landing on the foam, but it's not just going to tear it off because it's got that electrical tape. And it's wrapped a couple times. So it's not going to do a terrible job. My only concern is if I do land hard and it does tear, kind of yank this out, is it going to kind of yank the ESC with it? And so that's kind of a test that I'm doing, but so far I really like it. This one has the red bottom. You see, this one has the red bottom 2600 kV Emax motors, and this one here has the red bottom 2300 kV motors. And so I'm going to be doing some testing. Like I said, once I get real good at flying these and I can get some real honest good testing done, I'm going to be doing the differences in them. Tell you what, these red bottom motors are quiet. I love these. I love the sound of them. They're not loud. I mean, they're the perfect motors. I love them. In fact, since I've built 3 quadcopters now, I think I figured out what I want to put in my quadcopters from here on out. And that's the Naze 32. This one I went directly to the board, soldered directly to the board. I put the bottom part of the plastic just to give it a little bit of added protection on the board itself. Just a lot less wiring and stuff when you do that. A lot less on the inside. And this isn't going to go like this because that other VTX is going to go up there in the top. But I'm going to do from here on out, nothing but Naze boards. I like this Crazypony PDB board. This is my favorite PDB board that I've gotten so far. So I'm going to use these PDB boards. The i6B, I'm going to be using those. They hook up PPM really easily. And these red bottoms. So Naze, Crazypony PDB, and these red bottoms. Either the 23 or the 26. Depending on if I want to get my quad wanting to go really fast. You know, because this one's fairly touchy. I mean, this one just wants to fly. It wants to go fast. It wants to tear it up. And this one's just a little bit more manageable and handleable. Handleable? Is handleable a word? I still haven't decided if I like the OC Days or the Maker Fires more. I kind of like the Maker Fires more because they got these 9 power things on them, and these only have 4, and it kind of helps with the dropped voltage and stuff. But the OC Days are a little less temperamental when it comes to BL Heli Suite, and kind of the OC Days stay in tune and everything. With the Maker Fires, you get a lot more power. A lot more consistent power than the OC Days. They tend to, the quad starts going sideways a little bit, and it's a little frustrating, and you put it in the BL Heli Suite, and you've got to recalibrate your ESCs. It kind of sucks. So, I like both of them. I don't know if it's just worth it, or if it's not to go in and recalibrate your ESCs all the time, or what. But it seems to be like one of the ESCs, after about a lot of flights. It's not all the time, so I'm not trying to say that it's all the time. I mean, I've done it 3 times, and I've flown these like a ton. I've flown this thing a ton, and 3 different times I've had to take it in because it started going just weird. I mean, it flew weird and wouldn't really. It wasn't stable or anything. When I plugged it in, one of the ESCs was not calibrated with the rest of them, and it wasn't putting out as much. So the maximum throttle was off. So once I reset the maximum throttle, it flew right again. So if you're wondering about this, I've been putting a foam piece. Usually I put the foam piece on the top, and that's just a good idea for if you're kind of a beginner at FPV and you're crashing all the time. I just got it set right there for now because I was doing some work on it and stuff, and I just put the battery on it. But it actually, I've been learning flips, and when you're first learning flips and stuff, there's a lot of times that your quadcopter lands just like this. So what I do is I usually take this one off, and I get one. You can see that I put this on it because my last one real fast, this little connection piece broke. So usually when I'm practicing flips, I get the one that'll bend, and I bend this one backwards. I put that piece of foam on the top, and then these are about the same level, so when it flips over and lands completely on its back, it doesn't break the antenna, and the piece of foam protects the battery. So I've had a lot less damaged batteries than I had before. And that's just kind of, I do that while I'm practicing flips and things like that. So, and I'll do that with this one. See, this is what I'm talking about. I got this one actually, I put on some heat shrink here, so it's in a constant state of backwards. See that? And it does just fine. It hasn't messed with the frequency at all or anything. So, anyways, the real reason why I'm making this video is I kind of just wanted to show you the studio here. This is going to be probably the angle right here for the World of Drones from here on out. And over here is my computer that I was sitting at. I'm in a completely different room, so different background, all that different stuff. But now I'm going to do a quick testing to show you guys. We got the New Wave Omni antenna here. I got a card down in there, and I'm going to flip these on and hit record. It's way too windy outside. I'd just take it out and fly, but I just want to show you guys this. It's a controlled environment inside. The lighting's exactly the same, so the lighting's not changing as I fly or anything like that. So I think this might be just a little bit better. What I'm going to do is set this camera up. So what I'm going to do is flip these on, and we're going to take the Martian first. And the Martian has the Rotor Riot Runcam in it, and I'm going to show you how good this is and why I'm going to go with the Rotor Riot camera from here on out. I love this camera so much. It's such a good camera. I can't fly right now, so it's driving me crazy. Driving me absolutely insane because we have wind gusts of like 45, 50 miles an hour outside, and I tried to fly in a 35 mile an hour wind gust yesterday, and I got a video of it. I made a video. Don't fly in 35 mile an hour wind gust because it's retarded. I'm going to do a review on this later on, a full review on the Fatsharks, with a disclaimer that it's a full review on the Fatsharks with the New Wave Omni single antenna, not a dual antenna. And I'm debating on getting a LaForge and some other ones just to see. We might do some different antennas and things like that. I love these antennas. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody's got those clovers and things like that, like all these different mushroom antennas and stuff. I love these. I have a few of those other antennas, and I just haven't gotten a better, and it might be because I had the E-Sheens. So I haven't tried any other ones on this yet, but these just plain old black antennas, I dig them. I've had the best luck with these. Less cutout, less snow and all that different stuff out of these here. So I've been pretty excited about it. Happy flying.